how you do? Welcome back to my channel. My name is pyuppie, and today we're doing another speed build. Today I'm making a micro home. Now this isn't actually a micro home, like in game it recognizes as such because I like having all of the basically cheated features of having a tiny house, but it has enough space to where you actually have like a bedroom, a bathroom, and a full kitchen. But basically what I had to do, if you watched Will Simsy's video last time she did a micro home, she was showing how she actually makes fake rooms, and I did the same thing. It came with a few difficulties, like she made it look easy, but when you put the platforms down, it becomes an issue. So when I put it up in the gallery, I did not change the platform height, but if you download this build, you might want to put the platform down one so that your Sims can actually step up and down into the kitchen, because if you don't, I don't know if they can. And I didn't think about that when I put the platforms up, because I didn't actually look inside the house again after I did the landscaping, and I just looked at the outside. I was like, oh, it has a platform. But the platform that it's made, like, actually sticks out into the fake room. So, yeah, I'm sorry. Maybe I need to just start playtesting stuff like little Simsy does, because she always has a sim there, but sometimes I find it so inconvenient to move in a whole nother sim. That's just me, though, being a little bit lazy. But I really like how this house came out. Like, at first I wanted to make it more of like using more of the high school year stuff and make it more like, oh, a teen lives here, kind of like what I did with my last tiny home video. But today I just was so inspired with using the cottage living stuff, because the cottage living stuff does not get old, and that's what I did. So this whole build is majority cottage living. I haven't checked what other stuff was in there because I haven't actually like downloaded the tray files yet. When I do that with the program I use, I can actually see every pack that I used in the build. Now I know I use high school years because I use the high school years bed. Thinking about other stuff, I know I use parenthood for sure, and I used tiny living because I used the separate toaster oven and the separate stovetop, because you know, I felt like that just markets micro home. Like, your home is so tiny that you can't even have a full oven, and you had to get a toaster oven. And there's the mini fridge and all. I was gonna put a full fridge, but I wanted to keep the aesthetic. Not only that, but you can still do laundry in this house. It's a bit British-like to have the laundry in your kitchen, but I'm pretty sure that's normal for a lot of people. It's not really normal for me, but I think it'll be fun. That's the only way I could put it in there, because if I tried to put it anywhere else, we would have a lot of issues. This is going to be my last upload for the week, because whilst I'm making this voiceover is literally hours away from getting hit by a hurricane, which is kind of fun. It's kind of funny to talk about, actually. It's really funny to just concern people and tell them, hey, I'm about to get hit by a hurricane. But I don't think it's going to be that bad. I don't think it's going to be catastrophic. So, it'll be fine. It's just one of those days. But I'm glad I was able to do this build. I might try to like play The Sims until like the internet goes out. I think that's like my agenda to do whilst I wait it out. But other than that, everything's pretty cool. It's just that, you know, I might not respond to your comments too early. That's about it. Oh, also, like, is there any other pack that has stained glass windows? Because I think the one from Cottage Living is the only one that has stained glass windows that I can think of. That's the only one I could think of. I think when I've seen like churches being built on here and stuff, people actually like painted custom content and made them into like pictures for the windows to look like stained glass, more so than it actually being stained glass. That'd be really cool. Somebody tell the Sims team to make more stained glass stuff and make it like base game compatible. Put it in the base game, more updates, right? And it's been a while since we had another update, because I'm still having a lot of issues. I think the most concurrent issue that happened since last update that everyone's talking about is that whenever you try to save or save as, that's outside of like live mode, if you try to save in build mode or try to save as in manage worlds, your game crashes. And this has been happening for me for a few months now. I never really knew it was an issue for a lot of other people, but people are very aware of it, and they're like, oh, you always have to save in build mode, right? But that's so weird, because what if I'm not in live mode? What if I don't even have a sim on this lot? You're telling me I can't build without a sim? I mean, I was able to save it, but I did encounter that issue when I tried to put down the lot because I actually wanted to use this lot for myself and try to do another little legacy. I also have issues doing legacy challenges in general because by the time I get like really far into the 2nd generation, no matter how many times I save as or make new save files, I come across like a lot of like bugs and glitches. It's like you could just never get so far into the Sims, and a lot of people say, hey, I don't like playing generational stuff because I get bored of it or it causes me issues, right? And I see why now, because I tried to do it for once and it's kind of dead. And it kind of forces you to just start up a new one, even though you had good intentions to keep this save file going for a long time, but it's almost impossible to do so. Also, midway into the build, I decided to put a cat in here, or stuff for a cat. Because actually my whole purpose of building this house was because I wanted to use the mushroom stool. That was my whole purpose. I did get the mushroom stool in there. I got it in there in the end, but it's outside now. But that's because I replaced it with a bed, like one of the egg beds. And I think that was a good idea to make room for a cat. Now I did a cat only for the sole purpose of I can't... Oh no! So at first I was going to do a shower bath combo, right? But it was taking up a lot of the space in the bathroom. And then instead I just decided we're going to put a tub in there. Because I always do showers. Like we're going to put a tub in there. And I know a lot of people hate, like, why would you put a tub in there? Like, tub is always secondary, right? Okay. But right now, I'm going to make the shower secondary, okay? And you're just going to have to deal with it. You're going to have to deal with just having a bath and nothing else. Make do. So I guess I could have had a dog, but I feel like cats don't take up as much space as dogs. I feel like dogs like just require more in general. So I was like, you know what? No, I'm not gonna do that. Also, because the build or like the video is sped up so much, like that rug that I put under there, I wanted it to be blue, like a light blue. And it looked like a light blue on the swatch, right? When you put it down, it looks like a bright purple. And I don't know why. I don't know if that's like that for anybody else at all, or just me. Like, did I download something that just corrupted my rug? The one rug that was gonna fit the situation that I wanted. Really annoying, honestly. I'm not impressed. I was really frustrated. It made me want to quit the build altogether right when I saw that. So I was just like, I really want a blue rug and I can't have it because it turns purple when I place it down. That's probably a me issue, I'm gonna be fair. Probably a me issue. If it's not a me issue, I will be emailing EA over one rug. I will be emailing and making their lives hard over one rug that won't switch colors. Oh, I just remembered. So I saw that orange. Like, you know, they have like a little orange bush. It's not a tree, it's a bush. And they had it in the plant kit? I forgot what it's called. But it's a plant kit, right? I barely ever used that plant kit in my life. It was the most worthless thing I ever got in my life. But I really wanted to put those oranges somewhere and I forgot about it mid-build. And it's kind of embarrassing because you see it now and it's like, oh wow. I really told myself I was going to put it in here and I never did it. Even if I did, I don't really know where I would put it in the first place. So maybe it was a better thing. It was a better thing that I didn't even put it anywhere. Also, I was gonna make this a starter house because, you know, by the time I was done with the outside and I put like all this skill building stuff around, I told myself, oh wow, we're under 200,000 or $20,000, right? Okay, well, I kind of destroyed that because it got to the point where I remembered, oh, we can have chickens. Oh, I can put a pond. Oh, I can put like all this stuff to like farm with, right? And I just made my life hard because I had no reason to do all this. I could have made it a starter home for everybody. It would have been great, but no, I had to destroy it. I'm so sorry. I had to absolutely destroy it and make it hard for everyone. And just add a bunch of extra stuff. But all of you cheat money anyway. Like, all these houses that you put out as starter houses are never starter houses. All of you cheat money. So I don't want to hear any complaints about, oh, well, I can't afford it with my first sim and I can't. You better cheat some money. Thank you. Thank you. You better cheat money like you cheat money for everyone else's stuff. Either that or like get the loan mod and get your sim loan. Pay back if it makes you feel better, if it feels more realistic, you know? Plus it's only like $3,000 more, so I'm pretty sure you could like just come up with that, you know? Either that or like use the loan mod to be like, oh, she has to pay off the extra $3,000 that she borrowed for this house type of thing. That'd be funny. That'd be really fun. I think that's actually something I'll do now that I'm thinking about it. Now that I just said it, that's probably something I'll do. Oh, and this is my lousy attempt of trying to like get the money and the price back down. But then I had to like tell myself the same thing I'm saying right now. Like, it doesn't matter. People don't care. They don't. They absolutely don't. And then I just like continue to put more stuff in here. Why is there a fishbowl on the floor? It's quirky, it's cool, and I bet you won't delete it. I bet you won't delete it. Plus, I think it'd be fun. I think it'd be cool to have a fishing game. Now, I am aware that having a fish in a fishbowl is really bad and they can't breathe well. But this is The Sims, so don't yell at me. This is The Sims, I am aware. Alright, so this is the end where I decided, oh yeah, I think everything's great. I have everything that I need mandatory, right? And then I just couldn't help myself but to make things harder on myself and add even more stuff. Now, I was supposed to add a grill now that I'm thinking about it, but there's no grill here. There's like a little picnic table, but there's no grill, so deal with it. And I made a big pond. There's no reason for me to have that pond, no. But it's there. And it's so enjoyable, like, okay, look, the pond is the best thing ever, because not only is it just where, like, you can fish, right? Rather than having to, like, walk across, like, the whole map, or, like, having to find a fishing spot, because, you know, EA kind of forgot about fishing spots and collectibles and new packs, which is really annoying. But now you can do it on your own lot. And not only that, I put a floaty in it. So not only is it a pond to fish, but you can also lounge in it. So to me, to be fair, I think this is like the best just investment that I've put on anything in this build, to be honest. More important than the whole computer, to be honest, alright? I think this is nearing the end. Oh, yep, it is. Okay, I'm gonna stop talking. Let's say goodbye. Hopefully I'll be back by Saturday, hopefully. And see you later.